First up on the show, it has been more than 100 days since the Israel-Hamas war began on October 7th. In the latest developments, authorities in Gaza say the death toll in the enclave has crossed 24,000 people. On Sunday, Hamas released a video showing 3 hostages alive. The footage shows a woman and 2 men identified as 26-year-old Nawa Agramani, 57-year-old Yossi Sharbi and 38-year-old Itai Sirviski. The video release comes hours after Hamas had previously said the group had lost contact with some hostages owing to Israeli shelling. In Gaza, the death toll, meanwhile, and that of civilians being injured continues to rise. And according to the Palestinian Health Ministry, Israel carried out 12 airstrikes on the Gaza Strip in the past 24 hours alone. On the other hand, casualties were reported on the Israeli-Lebanon border as well. The Israeli army on Sunday had published videos which show strikes on Hezbollah's targets in Lebanon. The video was released a few hours after a 76-year-old woman and her son were killed in a northern Israeli town by a guided missile fired from Lebanon. The Israeli military had earlier claimed to have killed 4 militants attempting to enter Israel from Lebanon with heavy weapons. Now, in the backdrop of the raging war, the Israeli cabinet ministers started what is anticipated to be an extended meeting to approve a revised 2024 budget, a budget that would take into account a significant increase in spending to fund the nation's conflict with Hamas. Israel has passed a 2-year budget from 2023 to 2024 last year. But according to the government, revisions to the budget and increased spending are needed because the nation's finances have been shaky due to the ongoing war. Meanwhile, the spillover of the war in the Red Sea has led to more dramatic developments. Qatar has become the latest country to halt its tankers on the key maritime trade route in response to US and UK's attacks on Houthis in Yemen. Qatar's state energy company, which is one of the world's biggest liquefied natural gas exporters, has paused its Red Sea tankers. And for the very latest about the videos of the hostages released by Hamas and the ongoing meeting on the wartime budget, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report. Listen in.
We've now passed the 100-day mark since Hamas's 7th of October massacre in Israel, and over 130 hostages still remain in captivity in Gaza. One released hostage, Aviva Siegel, described how they were kept in a dark tunnel and described it as hell. And a Hamas tunnel has been replicated here in Tel Aviv to help people understand what the hostages are going through. 120,000 rallied here over the weekend to show solidarity with the families, while some in the government believe military pressure is important to lead Hamas to negotiations. Gadi Eisenkot, who lost his son and nephew in the fighting, said time is running out and that a large deal is needed to bring all the hostages home. Meanwhile, the government is seeking to pass a war budget with the financial cost of the war expected to exceed 200 billion shekels, as Israel says it's defending itself on 7 fronts against Iranian proxies and Iran itself. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.